It has been a really interesting past 2 weeks. A lot is changing in my life right now. A lot of big things are happening, and I can't wait to share this with you guys. It is absolutely amazing news, and it's gonna completely change everything about my life. But unfortunately, a negative side to these past 2 weeks is every time I've gone out fishing, I've not been able to catch anything. I mean, I've gotten skunked 2 full weeks in a row. I cannot believe it. I have to catch a fish. So you guys might recognize the place that I'm at right now. It's where I took my girlfriend Amber to try and catch her first snakehead. And we didn't actually catch one at this spot. We saw a lot, but we didn't actually catch one. But what we did see, what she almost caught was a gigantic bass. I don't know how big it was. I'm estimating it was like 5 or 6 pounds, but this thing was massive. It was this big, bright, white and green flash, and I'm back at this lake. I know there's big ones in here. I've got to catch a big fish. All right, so maybe not a giant fish, but I'll just be happy if I can catch a decent one. Doesn't have to be a 10-pounder, a 5-pounder. You know, if I catch like a solid 2, that'll completely make my day, to be honest. But I am throwing a big fish bait. You guys got to take a look at this thing. I'm gonna start out throwing this gigantic worm. It's 14 3/4 inches long, made by Bruiser Baits. It's called the Big Nasty. Now this bait was actually designed by a really influential guy down here in South Florida, possibly responsible for one of the best tournament trails down here in Florida, called King of the Glades. His name's Mike Lendl. This is an absolute nasty bait. Mike actually used to hand pour these in a microwave, you know, with his own hand carved molds, and then through an arrangement with Bruiser Baits, now they're manufacturing these, and they're nasty. I saw so many posts on social media of Mike slaying gigantic bass on this worm, and I'm so excited to be throwing this thing. This might not be the best, most ideal spot, but believe me, I've got some other places I'll be hitting up here. As soon as, you know, these fish start to transition up to spawn, it's gonna be game time. Another really positive thing about today too is I actually met 2 of my subscribers here as well. They hit me up, they wanted to go fishing, so of course I'm gonna say yes. But I'll introduce you to those guys in just a little bit, but I'm gonna gotta wet a line here. I've been talking too long. I gotta fish. These guys have already caught like half a dozen fish between the 2 of them already. Boom, here we go. Guys, I got a 7/0 wide gap on this worm, and it just doesn't seem like it's big enough, and I've really ran it into the worm too. I don't know what I'm doing with this, to be honest with you guys, but we're gonna throw it. This thing looks absolutely amazing. The color that I'm using is actually called Mike's Magic. This was one of the first runs of this particular bait from Bruiser Baits, and this color, this flake and everything like that is from Mike's personal stock. There we go. That is the first cast. Oh God, I'm bit. Oh my gosh, you guys, whatever just wrecked this worm, he hit it so hard and absolutely just destroyed the worm. I can't use this one anymore, but that's a good sign. I haven't had a bite. I've only had one little nibble, but that was the best hit I've had all day. All right guys, pulling out all the stops, or you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest with you guys, but we're throwing the chatterbait. They just didn't want that giant worm, so we're just gonna run and gun. I've been dragging around my big camera, hoping for a big fish to make a nice, you know, video for you guys, but it's run and gun time. I've been fishing for like an hour and a half. I've been watching Chris and Anthony slay, and I can't take it anymore. It's my turn. Oh, you guys, did you see that? Oh, come on, let's go, let's get him. Laid up in the grass and he swiped at it. Just missed it though. I don't know if maybe the water's too clear. Oh my God. Am I hit? Oh, you guys. Story of my life. Story of my freaking life. All right, so we switched up spots. That first spot just, I don't know, Chris and Anthony were like slaying them over there, and I just absolutely couldn't catch a single thing. I had a bite on the big worm, and then on the chatterbait I had 2 bites, but I just, for whatever reason, I couldn't connect. But yeah, these are the dudes right here.
What is up?
We got Anthony, and that's Chris. I can't figure out how to point by looking in the camera right there. So these guys hit me up. They just wanted to go fishing, and of course, you know, I'm always fishing, so I'm happy to meet up with you guys and slay, or pretend to slay.
That's right.
Act
That's
like
right.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, these guys are pretty awesome. So yeah, we're all rigged up and we're just gonna start fishing this new spot. Hopefully we can connect. Right. So see you on the chest cam. Oh, we got one. We got one, guys. This one hit it really hard too. Okay, it's an okay sized bass. There we go. First fish of the day. It took a while to get this guy, and this is a chunky little bass too. Not bad on that. I don't know what name jerkbait that is, but not a bad little fish. Hit it like a freight train, which is what I love. And this fish is, for Florida, this fish is actually pretty cold. Guys, this is my first fish of the day. I worked so hard to get this guy. He's a chunky little, like, 1.5-pounder. You know, it's so nice coming out here with subscribers and, you know, fishing with these guys, showing them my spots, and, you know, they show me a couple of their spots. It was so nice to get this fish, and I'm gonna give him a nice release and make sure he's nice and healthy and gets back in the water. All right, the spot looks as good as any. Just revive him a little bit. There he goes. Nice and strong, gotta love it. I caught the pipe. No, no. I caught the damn pipe. Oh no. Oh, great. Ah, great. I only had that one lure tied on. Now I gotta go all the way back to my car. This is ridiculous. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, he's wearing a different shirt. This is a different day. Well, guys, you're just gonna have to trust me. I promise you, it's the same day. I just changed shirts because the sun was so brutal, it was burning me up. So like I said, guys, just trust me. Oh, we got one. We got one, guys. It feels like a snakehead. It feels like a freaking snake. Oh no, it's a pea. Look at that. It's a little peacock. All right. Not bad, you guys. Check out this peacock bass. He's got a mouth full of these trebles. This is a sick little jerkbait, and yeah, the way this guy fought, he was head shaking and he was peeling drag. I thought this thing was a snakehead. This guy fought hard. This is about 1.5 pounds, maybe 1.75 pounds peacock. Not that big, but these guys just fight so hard. And of course, you guys can see how gorgeous it is. But I'm gonna get him unhooked and do a nice release. Oh, she's ready. She's ready. This water is actually, I mean, it's not that cold, but it's still a little bit cold. But it's nice to know that these peacock are still in here thriving, even though we've had very cold weather for Florida. I mean, it dropped down close to the 30s. So it's really nice to know that they're still thriving in here. But I'm just gonna throw you back on the chest cam and keep on fishing. I think I'm on the fountain rope. Great. And there goes my jerkbait. Great. Whew, man, it was a hell of a day. It was really tough. You know, I picked like huge baits to throw, so I mean, really it was my fault. If I wanted to catch 1,000,000 bass, I should have downsized. But, you know, I'm totally happy catching that one like 1.5 pound bass, and I caught that 1.75 pound peacock. That thing was like solid muscle. That thing was so thick and just, you know what? I don't want to say it was rock hard because I know you guys are going to nail me in the comments, but it was rock hard, man. Peacocks are such a muscular fish. They actually are a lot heavier than they look compared to bass anyways. But yeah, it was a freaking sick time. I've got my buddy Anthony right there, and then we have Chris right over there. It was awesome hooking up with these guys and, you know, just catching fish. These guys caught a ton of fish, way more than I did, but they started fishing earlier than me too. Anthony's got actually a pretty cool story that it just makes me so proud to hear. But yeah, let me pass you over to him and so he can tell you guys about it. All right, Anthony, so why don't you tell these guys about the video I saw you make on YouTube?
Yeah, so you saw Eric post a video about the going to Paul Greer Park, and he was going fishing for snakeheads and things like that. That actually inspired me to make my first YouTube video. I went to the same exact spot that he posted in his video. I actually caught a snakehead. I did a catch and cook, and now it's actually, YouTube channel hasn't blown up, but my inspiration's actually blown up, and I'm just continuously doing this. But if it wasn't for Eric, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have known that to go to that spot. I wouldn't have known to catch a snakehead there. And in all honesty, he made all of this possible. So big thanks. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to his channel. Make sure you guys go check out the rest of his content. And yeah.
All right, awesome. And yeah, and notice we never caught a snakehead in that spot. He did though. So big congrats to this guy for sure. That was an awesome job. All right, guys, so that does it for me, man. You know, we were fishing a long freaking time on beat. I actually have a phone conference coming up, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'll fill you guys in on the awesome news. I already told these guys sound pretty stoked. I appreciate the round of applause.
That's great news for you.
I don't know, it was a lot of luck on my part, to be honest with you, but guys, it was awesome.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Definitely.
man. We appreciate
Definitely
it.
a pleasure,
We'll have to do
man.
it again.
Definitely.
Yeah, these guys got my number. We're definitely going down to Miami once these peacocks start to spawn, so I can show these guys some of these clear water systems that you can see 20 feet down in. It's gonna be awesome, and hopefully I'll get these guys on Miami Giants. And yeah, that's awesome. So guys, I will be talking to you in just a second. Why did I punch the camera? Damn it. I'm not John B. All right, guys, so I guess, oh, wait, hold on a second. All right, that looks better. All right, so I guess it's time to tell you guys what I've been hinting at for, you know, the beginning of this video and then the last two videos. A certain fishing company or a company involved in the fishing industry contacted me, and they offered me a job. This came out of the blue. I had no idea it was gonna even amount to this. And I didn't take this decision lightly. You know, the current industry / company that I work for, I've been there for the past 8 years. And you know, I'm very comfortable. I have a lot of job security. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of conversations. You know, I went and actually met with the CEO and the CFO, who happens to be his wife, by the way. What company I accepted the job with? Well, you guys probably have a little bit of an idea, don't you? Just a little bit? Well, that's right. I accepted a position within Trapper Tackle, and basically starting the beginning of February, I will be employed by them. You know, it is crazy to think that just because I made a video about their hooks, that's what basically was, you know, the spark to set off this whole chain of events that ultimately led me to getting a job with them. When I made that video, I had absolutely no intentions of taking it any further than just it being basically a review video. You know, I even mentioned in that video when I did the giveaway, I didn't even contact Trapper Tackle to provide me with the hooks for the giveaway. You know, I bought them, you know, of my own accord, and that was that. You know, I didn't even sign up on their website for their team, Trapper Tackle, to get, you know, you get like 3 packs of hooks and, you know, and like a discount. You know, I didn't even do that. You know, I truly love their hooks. They're a complete game changer for me. You know, all I took from that video and that experience was that I'm gonna be using these and fishing these in whatever situation I can, wherever I can replace a standard J style hook or wide gap, I'm gonna replace it with trapper, or even their trebles too. I've got a ton of baits with these on there now, and it's absolutely mind-blowing, but that was basically it. This wasn't even the plan that I had with this, you know, whole YouTube thing and, you know, me representing myself as an angler on social media. I've never planned on, you know, going to work in the outdoor industry per se, or for an outdoor company is a better way to put it. I never had the intentions of trying to get a job with Shimano, Trapper, Strike King, or anyone. I did not have those intentions whatsoever. It's not the move that I intended on making based off of, you know, what I ended up doing with YouTube, but I think it's the right move right now for me. And it's gonna open up a lot of doors, create a lot of opportunity, and, you know, Trapper, with my expertise in the field that I'm currently in, and, you know, my expertise as an angler and a content creator, is gonna go a long way for this company. It's just absolutely gonna be amazing, and I can't wait for it. And of course, I'm gonna take you guys along with me, so you're gonna get to see a little bit of the insides behind that. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm really genuinely excited. 2018 is going to be a good year, not only for myself, but also for Trapper Tackle. So definitely stay tuned and watch out for them. So other than that, guys, you know, I had a great time fishing with Chris and Anthony. You know, it's so great to see that my videos inspired them to go out and fish. And, you know, I was able to get Anthony on that awesome snakehead, you know, kind of in the third person per se, because it was my video that got him to that spot. He got hooked up on a snakehead. There's big snakeheads at that park, and those ponds that run under the power lines. So check out that video. I've got a little button up here. Definitely click on that guy. Check out the snakehead that I got my girlfriend on, her very first one. She had an amazing time, and just getting people on fish in the third person is absolutely amazing. And, you know, and it's another thing too, which is so amazing. You know, I'm proud to say that I can now call Anthony and Chris my friends instead of subscribers. You know, these guys are definitely friends. They've got my number. We're gonna be fishing more in the future. So with all that said, I appreciate your support and you watching this video and all the comments and everything that I get with everyone. It's great. You know, again, all you guys that are like Chris and Anthony, I appreciate you guys so much. And of course, if anybody wants to go fishing, I'm totally down. If you guys have a unique fishing experience for me, let's do it. Let's make some awesome content and promote what fishing is supposed to be on social media. Not this turn it up to 11 extreme, just absolutely asinine, wild antics. You know, that's not what it's all about. So I'd love for you guys to help me show the world what it really is all about. So guys, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighborhood YouTube fishing enthusiasts. I'm gonna be out here on that grind, fishing, making awesome content for you guys to be inspired by. So then again, thank you for watching. My name is Eric. This is the Flowbass channel. I appreciate all of you, and we will see you guys in next week's video. Peace out, guys.